Hello everyone. So in this video, let's draw some random graphs on logarithmic function. So that we have more sense how the logarithmic function works. I'm sorry. Sorry. All right. So let's try to graph some logarithmic function. Random. Will not go ahead and will not draw this point by point. We will just sketch all of them. So let's try to draw log. Let's say y equals to log 2 base x. What type of graph we may get for this one. So if this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, and this is our 1 0, then this graph will be okay. Let me use another color. It may look nice. Yeah. So this graph should go like this. Okay, this is our asymptote. Okay, I think I can do it this way also. Sorry. So then let's try to draw another graph. Y equals to minus log 2 base x. So for the minus, this will have some dancing. It will dance about this. It will have some reflection. This will be like this line will go here and this line will come here. So after the reflection, the graph will look like this. Okay, and this is our 1 0 point. After the reflection, we got this. And then let's try to draw log 2 base x or 2 base minus x. Let's try to draw this log 2 base minus x graph, and that graph should look like this will have reflection about this x-axis, so about this y-axis. So it will come closer and closer to this line, and this will go this direction. So this is our minus 1 0. Let me write it here so that this is 1 0. This is also 1 0. This is minus 1 0. And now let's try to draw this one. Y equals to minus log 2 base minus x. So let's try to draw that graph. So that graph will be the reflection of this graph, and which should give us this graph. This should be more smooth. Okay. And this should go. This will not be straight. This will go closer and closer to this line, but it will never touch it because there is a straight line here. There is a asymptote there, and this point name is minus 1 0. Okay, this point is minus 1 0. Let's try to draw this in some more, little bit more, one step ahead. Let's extend our idea. Log 2 base x. Let's say we write here plus 2. Then what type of graph will go? Oh my god. Okay, plus 2. No problem. All are same. So our normal graph was here, right, at 1 0. So plus 2 means our graph was okay. Let me sketch the graph so that I will draw the graph. This is our what graph? This is the graph of log 2 base x. Okay, this is the graph, and this is plus 2. Plus 2 means this graph will move 2 unit up. So 1 unit is here, 2 unit is here. Okay, so this is our 2 unit. The entire graph will move 2 unit up, but it will have the same shape. It will keep the same shape. Okay, so the graph will be like this. So the graph will be like this. Okay, this is the graph of, this is 2 comma, this is 1 2. This is 1 2. This point is now 1 2, and our asymptote will remain same. This is our asymptote in this graph. This is the asymptote. This is our x, if you like. This is our y. Okay, so this is the graph of y equals to log 2 base x. Now exact same graph, just moved 1 unit up. That's the graph. And if I write it, let's draw another one which is a bit more engaging. So log 2 base, let's say I want to draw which one. Just tell something. Which one? Let's say x minus 2. Okay, now there's a bracket here, and and there is something else, this kind of thing. So x minus 2, how can I draw this graph? And you see, when there is a minus and there is a bracket, that means now graph will move left and right. And if there is a minus here, then the graph will actually go to the right side. So this is our 1, this is our 2, and it will go to the 2 unit right side. Okay, not 2 unit, yeah, 2 unit right side from its actual position. So actually, I mean original position. So originally the graph was here. I'm giving a dotted figure. The original figure was this, log 2 base x. Original figure was this. So if this graph moved 2 unit to the right side, oh my god, my leg is spinning. Actually, I'm standing and making this video. I think I should sit. Okay, so this is 1, then it will go 1 to 2 unit to the right side. So if it moves 2 unit to the right side, then the graph should look like this. Graph will look like, graph will it will have the same shape. It will have the same shape. Oh my god, it will have the same shape. Then it will just directly come down, directly go down. Okay, why I said oh my god, the reason is we have our asymptote here, and our asymptote will also move, and our graph should not cross the asymptote. Okay, this is our asymptote, this is our new asymptote. Okay, this is our new asymptote. I mean, this line now shifted here. This was asymptote, not axis didn't shift. This is our new asymptote. Okay, asymptote of the line of this graph. So this is our new asymptote. Let me explain what does it mean. So this is our x-axis, this is our y-axis, but x equals to 2, x equals to 2, x equals to 2 is the vertical asymptote of this graph. This is the vertical asymptote of this graph. Okay, so when the graph shifts, their asymptote also shifts. Okay, so this is the final graph of these functions. Now look, the thing is, once you understand one graph, you can actually draw other graphs also. If it is -3 minus some number, that means it will go a little bit more. If it is 1, that means the graph will go just here, asymptote will be less, just 1 unit here if it is 1. Okay, now if there is +1, +2 or +3 here, extra number, then the graph will go up. If there is -2, -3, then this graph will go down. Okay, so the actual picture, actual thing, actual shapes of the graph always remain same, just the graph actually moves all around it for the different type of numbers with it. Okay, actual shape of the graph remains same. Now I'll try to draw one little bit different one, which is I think in some sense this is the most confusing one from the student's perspective, and that graph is this one. So this is y equals to, let's say, log 2 base x. No, this is easy. It should be 1 minus or 2 minus x. Okay, 1 minus x. Let's draw 1 minus x. How do I write it here? Okay, let's make it bracket. Sorry for this. 1 minus x. Okay, 1 minus x. How to draw this graph? So before we draw this graph, we have to simplify it a little bit like this. First of all, take this minus common here, so it will become 1 minus x minus 1, because you see minus minus, then plus, and then there's a minus here. So we have to take this minus common, because our rules is when you do the transformation, then this has to be x minus h format. Okay, or x plus h format. Now it is not, plus is not possible here. Okay, we cannot make something negative, we cannot all of a sudden make it positive, but we can make this format, x minus h format, and by taking a negative outside. By taking a negative outside, if we can do it, for this negative we have some shapes for the graph. Okay, in the graph, so there is no problem if we take a negative sign outside, but we cannot keep the negative side here inside. That's the rules for the transformation, and there are reasons for that. Anyway, so this is our axis, coordinate axis. This will be the last video of this last problem for this video, then we'll move on for some other thing. Anyway, so what we have to do is look at this. First of all, this is negative x graph. So negative x, our normal graph for the negative x is this one. log 2 base minus x graph is this one, and then you see there's a -1. -1 means now this graph will move. This graph will move 1 unit to the right side. If this graph moves 1 unit to the right side, what can we do? You know, okay, let me draw this graph here first so that you understand clearly what is going to happen here. So this is our